Hello, viewers. Thanks for watching my show. My name is Jason Robinson. I'm an educator, journalist, pageant director, and a pageant judge. I started my podcast so the pageant community could get to know title holders. I would like to encourage you to check the subscribe button and also click the notifications bell so you can be aware of all of my shows, past and future. My guest for today is Miss USA 2008 and the president and national director of the Miss USA organization, Crystle Stewart. Crystle, welcome to my show.
Hi, Jason. Thank you for having me.
Hi, I'm so humbled, honored, and excited about having you. When I advertised online that you were going to be on my show, the pageant community had an amazing reaction. Charles O'Quinn said one of my favorites. Mary Morgan said one of my favorite Miss USAs. Laura Wow said looking forward to this, and Sandy Gianmarco said can't wait to watch. So everybody is excited.
Yay! Thanks, guys. I'm happy to be on the weekend. I'm at my mom's house right now.
Oh, cool.
It's downstairs.
So I would love to get to know you better. Could you talk about your childhood, your background, and how you got involved in pageants?
Oh, wow. Childhood background involved in pageants. So it's funny, like I said, my mother's house right now. My childhood, my upbringing was really great. I had a really nice childhood. Both of my parents were wonderful. I always called them perfect, perfectly perfect. But I had a very good upbringing. Never even thought or imagined to go into pageantry, modeling, entertainment, or anything of that sort. But I was in track. I was actually a track runner, Jason.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool.
And then getting into pageants, I was 21. Some people thought I started pageants like at 5.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay, 21.
And I was in the Galleria Mall in the food court with my friend. And she said, I think you should compete in pageants. And I was like, no. Yeah. I really wasn't. I wasn't watching it or no, I wasn't.
Wow.
I actually, it really convinced me. And I'm a type of woman that I'll try anything once.
Okay.
Food, whatever. And if I don't like it, I just don't do it again.
Okay.
I gave it a shot, Miss Houston, and absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it. Went through different systems to see, go to pageants just to see it. And I just really fell in love with the USA system.
Okay.
And again, did the first Miss USA pageant. Miss Houston pageant.
Cool. So can you tell us about your journey to Miss Texas and how many times it took you to win Miss Texas?
Now, how long do we have for this interview? You really want to go through that whole process?
A condensed version.
Do the condensed version.
Right.
So it took me 5 years. So I started at Miss Houston, and I competed 5 times at Miss Houston and never won it. I never won Miss Houston, Jason. People think I won Miss Texas, never won it. So even though you do a local or preliminary, you can and don't win, you can still be invited to your state pageant.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was, that's a bit different, I think, with the America system.
Right, you have to win a local with Miss America, yeah.
You have to win your local. So you don't have to, in the USA system, you can be invited to the state pageant, which I was each year. For 5 years, didn't win Miss Houston, then went on to Miss Texas and competed for 5 years, kept getting first runner-up. And finally, my last year, first runner-up, isn't that something? It's so disheartening to hold hands and have to drop them and walk away with flowers, and no crown, 5 times. So, but it teaches you a lot, and that's something we can get into later. But after my 5th attempt for Miss Texas and my last year of eligibility, that's when I won Miss Texas USA.
So how do you, how did you keep the perseverance to not give up and just keep going back?
I think of the 3 Ps. I always go by the 3 Ps when I do motivational speeches and stuff like that. It's patience, persistence, and perseverance. Right.
Okay.
So keeping that endurance. And I also go by a scripture in the Bible. The race doesn't go to the swift, but to the one that endures. Because I'm like, God, why are my friends winning on their first attempt? It's taken me 5 years. But, each and every person's journey is different, and mine was different. And I appreciate the entire process that I had going through the pageant experience.
Very cool. So I have your Miss Texas crowning moment I want to play for the audience. And then I want to ask you, what were you thinking and feeling in your moment? So here's the crowning moment of Crystle Stewart, Miss Texas, her crowning moment.
All right, the first runner-up is Miss Houston, Brooke Daniels. Miss Fort Billings County, Crystle Stewart. You are the new Miss Texas USA.
So what were you thinking? What were you feeling in that moment when you finally won?
It's so funny because you guys, the audience and yourself, could see the crowning moment, but I can't. But I could still relive it in my head, even when you're chuckling and stuff. Okay, must be when I dropped my earring and I said, "Look, I don't care," or when I started jumping up and down. So I appreciate each moment. I was just thankful for the opportunity to finally have the Texas crown on my head. It was just a crowning moment of finally a goal that I set, years ago. And my dream finally came true as Miss Texas USA. And I knew that my next step was Miss USA. And I was just thankful for the supporters and the sponsors and everyone that was involved in that process of me being crowned. I had great sponsors that year.
Oh, cool. Great.
Yeah. It was Joe, Mike, and Bo.
Okay.
My team that year. So it was just a great and wonderful journey, wonderful experience.
So how was it competing at Miss USA? Were you nervous? What was that like?
I was there to get the job done.
All right. All right.
I was there to, make friends, enjoy the moment. It always seems like, okay, when you win, she was there and she was laser focused.
Right.
And I had prepared for that moment.
Oh, okay.
Throughout that process, I felt God prepared me for that moment throughout my journey, throughout the 5 years that I was competing. So I was there to have a good time.
Cool.
And do my absolute best.
Right.
And if my best was good enough for the judges, I would win. And if for some reason I didn't, it was okay. Set another plan.
Cool. So I have a short video of your Miss USA crowning moment, and then I want to see if you can tell us how you were feeling then as well.
Okay,
so here's the crowning moment of Miss USA 2008, Crystle Stewart.
No more bets. The game is over. Runner-up is Mississippi. Please take your first walk as Miss USA 2008.
Oh, you look so beautiful. In your crowning moment. So what were you thinking and feeling in your Miss USA crowning moment?
Oh, wow. I have to go think back to that. That was just a surreal experience. I mean, after 10 competitions, getting to the national pageant, and then having that Mickey Moto crown on my head, seeing the Miss USA sash, across my chest. That was just a surreal moment. I remember just thanking God. That's why I have the prayer hands there. Thanking God for the opportunity. Thinking of my parents and how supportive they were, my family members, sponsors, and different people. It was just a surreal experience, and I was looking forward to the journey ahead. Cool. Which was the Miss Universe.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Just soaking in that very moment of being there and being crowned Miss USA 2008.
What is your fondest memory during your year of service as Miss USA?
Wow. One of them mainly is going to Vietnam for the Miss Universe pageant. That was my first time out of the country, Jason.
Oh, cool. Okay.
I had never been out of the country. So I was a little afraid.
Oh.
That I'm traveling across, the ocean.
Yeah.
I go to Canada first or Mexico or something. I'm going to Vietnam of all places.
Right.
And I remember landing, and it was just a huge crowd of people there.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Waiting with signs and everything, waiting for all the contestants to arrive in Vietnam. And just being on the Miss Universe stage, all of that was just a very memorable moment for me. Another moment that I like to share is just as my reign as Miss USA is Paula Shugart, the president of the Universe organization. She went on a trip with me for one of my experiences, and we ended up staying together in it was like an Airbnb or a home. And so, who gets to stay with the, the president of the Miss Universe organization?
Right.
And to put the icing on the cake, I woke up that morning and she had made me pancakes.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
Paula Shugart made me pancakes.
Right.
I always tell that story to other title holders, and it shows just the heart that she has. So those are just a few memorable moments.
Very cool. So how did you, I'll skip, I'll go back. Where do you keep your crowns?
Oh gosh, it's in a safe.
Okay.
At a bank. No kidding. It's in the making it like this big thing. It's in a safe at my house.
All right, cool. Very cool. So how did you go about becoming the president and national director of the Miss USA organization? How did that happen?
How did that happen, Jason? Like, where did this come from? It's nothing I ever dreamed of or thought of, to be honest, to even think that it was possible. I always had a really great relationship with the Miss Universe organization.
Okay.
And keeping that relationship throughout the years, we would talk about different plans and ideas for Miss USA. And I feel they remembered that. So we just would talk more deeply about where they see the Miss USA pageant going and where I would see it going. And ended up becoming one big meeting one day. And Paula Shugart talked to me about it and to see if I was interested. And I was, of course. And the rest is history. Here I am today.
Cool. So the pageant community definitely wants to know, what is your vision for Miss USA? Where do you see it going? What direction do you want it to go in, Miss USA and Miss Teen USA?
Glamour, glamour, glamour.
Cool.
I want to amplify that glamour like 10 times, 10 times fold. So glamorization of the pageant. Really starting with the foundation and standardizing things within the Miss USA organization to where any young lady that competes for her state pageant or local pageant or Miss USA as a national pageant, they know what pageant they're getting into. Right. They're not all, different or anything.
Yeah.
So, this is standardization, that each girl gets the same opportunity, the same privilege, and the same experience as another young lady in another state under the USA organization. Cool. The prize package, it's going to be enhanced.
Yay!
Enhanced. I can't share every detail about what's going to be in the prize package. We're going to enhance that prize package. She's moving. The Miss USA will move to Los Angeles.
Very cool. That was something people wanted to know. Nice.
So she's moving. She'll be in Los Angeles. I stayed in New York, and the current Miss USA, Miss Asia, stays in New York as well. But I feel there's a lot of opportunity in Hollywood.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, Miss Teen USA will definitely be there. But the priority for Miss Teen USA is to make sure she continues her education.
Yeah.
So that's going to be the focus. Plus some experiences, red carpet appearances, and photos and all that good stuff. We're not going to miss out on that. But a lot of good, fun stuff on the way. Very cool.
Do you know the date and location of the next Miss USA pageant?
Ooh, Jason, look at you. I love that you like, let me just sneak that in, huh? You're like, let me find out where the pageant's going to be. We actually have been visiting quite a few locations, and we have narrowed down possibly a few locations. But one thing we can do is keep in touch, Jason.
Oh, for sure. You can have my number, phone, everything, for sure. Well, people were asking another sneaky in question. The network. Do you know what network it might be on when it airs?
We're doing a lot of bidding process with the network as well. So it's just getting all the feelers out and seeing where is the right home for the new Miss USA organization.
Okay. Stephanie,
like with big networks, people are live streaming now.
Yeah, that's true. Right.
Network TV, Jason?
Huh?
Do you watch network TV?
Actually, not that much.
Right. And so when we did a survey, a lot of the young people and just people in general, they're streaming. They're streaming Netflix, Hulu, and all these different streaming stations. So it's not quite a network that's popular, but we're looking into all of it.
Cool. Stephanie Morales said, "What are your beauty secrets? What are your secrets for not aging?"
For not aging. Oh my God, that's a compliment,
Right.
So let's see, beauty secret. One thing I use, it's a product called Carrie Lotion.
Yeah.
Carrie Lotion. You know Carrie Lotion?
Yeah, my mom used to use that. Okay.
Yeah, my mom would slather it on us like every morning. And since I was a baby, wipe it on the face and everything. But since I was a baby, every morning, I don't think I've missed a morning. I put on Carrie Lotion on my entire body, not on my face, my entire body. And it's facial regime. It's just making sure I stay moisturized in sunscreen. And I use a wonderful product from Rodan & Fields for facial wash.
Okay. Is preparing for the Miss Universe pageant like pretty similar as preparing for Miss USA, or is it different? I know Carol Giss, I think she said she didn't really get much preparation. And I know that's one thing that Asia will get, now that there's a local, there's a president and everything. So how is it to prepare for Miss Universe? Is it the same or different?
It's an international pageant. Now, Asia is still under the Miss Universe organization. So she's really preparing with them. And then my first title holder, which Asia knows that if she needs anything, we're only a step away.
Right.
But I'm still under the Miss Universe organization. But my first, I guess, official title holder would be this coming year for the 2021 pageant. The preparation is maybe just a tad different because, for instance, you need a national costume.
Okay.
There's different speaking engagements. Otherwise, it's the same competition.
Right.
To me, when you're preparing for USA, you should be preparing for the top anyway. And
that's true.
Through my pageant training school, Miss Academy, we'll be preparing the contestants and the new title holders of Miss USA and Miss USA.
That is cool. Do you want to talk more about the Miss Academy really quickly?
Yeah. Miss Academy is like my baby, Jason. It's a school that I thought of since I was 16 years old.
Wow.
I was teaching at a modeling school, and I said, I don't want to open a school one day because I see what it was doing for young women.
Yeah.
I didn't quite want it to be a modeling school because not everyone could be a model. Not everyone wants to be a model, right? And I said, I want a different school. So I didn't know what it would be at 16, but I went to London to study etiquette.
Oh, okay.
And I thought Miss Academy would be an etiquette school. And to round it off, it ended up being a finishing school teaching life skills through the fundamentals of pageantry.
Yeah.
It's definitely considered a pageant training school. So we teach hair, makeup, wardrobe styling. We do photo shoots, interview, communication skills, etiquette as well. The whole shebang to prepare any young woman for her pageant, or just for life in general. But that's missacademy.com.
A lot of people think pageants are archaic or demeaning to women. And even as you know, I'm a Miss America person. I think the Miss America organization is trying to figure out how to be impactful, without being degrading or something like that, do you have thoughts on that? Like how pageants can be empowering? Like what would you say to somebody who disagreed? Yeah, absolutely.
It's empowering. It's not degrading to women. I think what they're thinking of is the swimsuit competition. And I know the America system got rid of the swimsuit competition, which is their choice. We will be keeping the Miss USA swimsuit fitness competition because that's what it's about. It's about fitness. Okay. When I competed, it's not about men gawking at you. Yeah. When I competed, I wasn't confident in my body. I was very thin. It was very difficult for me to gain weight. Once I got into the pageant system, I ended up winning this fitness competition, which was just so great for me because it helped my confidence and it helped me learn how to make sure I'm eating correctly, working out instead of just being super, thin, which was natural for me, but I could still gain muscle tone. Yeah. It really did so much for me and empowered me as well. And one thing that we do that we will be doing in the Miss USA system, which the Miss Universe organization was doing to begin with, is at the end of the day, I feel like we're selling confidence. Okay. And self-improvement and empowerment to these young women. It's not all about the glitz and the glam. That gets the girls in the door. Yeah, so I get that. I love it too. I love glitz and glam, right, Jason?
Of course, we love it, right?
What about the depth? We can focus on the exterior, but what about the interior? What do you have to offer to the world? So a lot of times that's not what people see, what goes into pageants, the training, the efforts, the philanthropic work that these young ladies are doing. They just see the end product. Right. And that's one thing I want to put more at the forefront is seeing that process leading up to the pageant.
Very cool. Confidently beautiful. Yeah. Angie Rodriguez asked, will your husband be working with you, in the pageant system?
Yes. He's the vice president of business development.
Very cool. Very cool.
He has his MBA in business administration. He's at his own company in construction. He's modeled since he was 16. He speaks 6 languages.
Wow.
He's a good partner to have.
How is it being a pageant mom? How do you do everything? You wear all these hats. You're a mom too. How do you balance everything?
Now that's something, right?
Right.
That's a question I'm still asking myself. Balancing things between. I have a 7-month. Well, you just turned 8 months.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I have a 3-year-old daughter. I love my husband. Miss Academy. Yeah. Miss USA, Miss Teen USA. So it's a lot on my plate, but it takes organization. Right. I make sure I stay I'm organized. My kids have a schedule when they go to bed, when they go to school, eating, all that good stuff. And I make sure I have a schedule, and I try to keep this time, let's say my weekends and stuff, for my family, or a little bit of pageant stuff.
All right. I'm so sorry for taking up some of your weekend.
No, it's fine. It's worth it.
So I think, did the last Miss USA pageant have like all female judges?
They did.
Yeah. So
All
some fans asked, "Are we going to get male judges back?"
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So
I think we're going to mix up some things. We
Right.
do want a diverse panel of judges, and diversity to me includes male and females and different, backgrounds, genres, ethnicities, and everything. So you'll see the panel being switched up a bit.
Right. So you played Leslie on Tyler Perry's For Better or For Worse.
Yes.
What was that like?
That was fun. It was super fun. That sitcom, working with my other co-stars on the show, I love that it was a comedy. So we would always laugh and have a good time and have to cut because we're still laughing, doing the scene. It was great working with Tyler Perry, Tasha Smith, Michael Jai, Jason Olive, all these wonderful people. We were, really great friends doing that run.
And then you played in Acrimony with Taraji P. Henson.
Yes. Can you imagine?
How was it working with her?
It was great. I mean, wow, the pressure, this Oscar winner, Taraji P. Henson, this amazing director, Tyler Perry, my first movie, and then Lyric Bent was also in the movie as well. Really accomplished actor. The pressure was on. But I did my absolute best and worked hard, and we had a really successful movie. So it was a really great experience.
Very cool. What do you do for fun whenever you have, I know you don't have much time, just to yourself, but what do you do for fun?
What did I do for fun? Talking to you about pageants. It's fun to me. Now, what do I do for fun? You know what? What I do every day, just within the pageant industry in my school, Miss USA, it's fun to me.
Oh, cool.
That's why I have such a passion for it. I love doing makeovers.
Oh, okay.
And that's what we do at the school. We give girls makeovers internally and physically as well. So like when the photo shoots come, normally very hands-on, providing creative direction, the look, the hair, all that good stuff. I always did that for my friends, and I love that now I can do it as a job. So what I do now is fun to me. If it's not related, let's say, to pageants and work, what I do for fun, I like kind of internet browsing. It's fun to me when I get home in the evening, Max and I will always watch like a movie.
Okay.
Or our series, our show. We just finished like Ozark and different. So we'll binge watch like every night. And it's fun to me, and it's great quality time that I can spend with the hubby.
Very cool. What advice would you give to young ladies who are competing for their state titles who want to be Miss USA? What advice would you give them?
In the USA system, we're looking for authenticity.
Okay.
Someone that's really being themselves. One thing I found when I wasn't winning those 4 years for Miss Texas, I wasn't being myself. I was physically or mentally. Really, I was trying to change my hair color, my eye color, looking at different girls, seeing what they're doing. Once I stayed focused and focused on what I needed to work on, which was my communication skills and interview.
Right.
My father said, Crystle, if you do the same thing, you're going to get the same result.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Like, what do I need to work on? So authenticity, confidence. We want these young women to be confident in their unique beauty,
right,
and their unique talents, authenticity, and a beautiful young woman. The beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
Right.
Right. So the beauty's in the eye of the beholder. So those are the things we're looking for the next Miss USA.
Yeah, I loved the last Miss USA pageant. I love the swimsuit part. And they had capes on. I thought that was really cool. Yeah, I just loved all of it. So I enjoyed it.
Do you like swimsuit competition, Jason, or how do you feel about it?
I do. When Miss America got rid of it, I was on the fence. I was on the fence. I love it. I enjoy it. I enjoy seeing beautiful women. I love seeing women in evening gown and all that stuff. But I think that I heard that, a lot of women were starving themselves or, I guess doing things in an unhealthy way. And so it made it not enjoyable for them. I guess the experience. I've talked to many girls, and many girls have said what you said, like they felt empowered. Like maybe I wasn't confident at first, but it made them feel confident. So I was on the fence. I mean, I'm a guy, so I don't have to go through it, so I was either way. Yeah, but I like it.
Yeah, and we'll keep it. I feel it's again encouraging that confidence in the body that you have. You don't have to be stick thin.
Right.
What I'm promoting is that we want you to be healthy. Are you the healthiest? In the fit that you can be.
Right.
Everyone comes in different shapes and sizes.
Yeah.
You know, if you have a little bit more curve, that's okay.
Exactly.
You know, every size.
Yeah, health is very important, and obesity is a big deal in our country. I remember Miss America Caressa Cameron saying how much she had to run through airports when she was Miss America, and it's important to be healthy to do job of any title holder.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And be at the best that you could possibly be. And what that looks like is unique to you.
Yeah. I was really impressed with the fact that the Miss Universe organization had a pageant during the pandemic. Miss USA. How did you guys pull that off? Or how did they pull it off? Because
that was them. They pulled it off. I mean, when I went, I was, I guess, part of the staff, we had to get like 5 COVID tests.
Right.
So almost each day we were there, they were testing.
Right.
Testing. And can you believe it was a COVID-free pageant? All the people there. Kudos, right? To Miss Universe.
That's cool.
For that. They just wanted to make sure that these young ladies had that experience.
Yeah.
Actually competing in a pageant. They could have done a virtual pageant easily.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted them to have that in-person experience, paid the extra money that was needed in order to make that happen, because it was costly to get all the tests and times 100, because they had to keep testing everyone to make sure, while they were there. Oh yeah, it was a whole process, and they were willing to do that to make sure these young ladies had the experience that they so well deserve. So kudos to them for pulling it off.
Very, very cool. I think I only have one final question. I think of you as a superwoman. I mean, you seem to be doing everything, so many things, and you do so many things well. So my final question to you is, what would you like to be remembered for? What would you want your legacy to be?
Ooh, that's a good one, Jason.
Thank you.
Man, you were ready for that question. You're like, look, that's a good one. What would I want to be remembered for? Wow. Hopefully for the impact that I would make on young women today.
Okay.
And I would want to be remembered as a loving mother, a loving wife, loving daughter, friend, just in my relationships. And again, just the impact that hopefully I can make on young women on believing in themselves,
right,
and setting those goals and working hard to achieve it. And hopefully I'm a testament to that. I'm just a girl from Missouri City, Texas.
Right.
I'm from all the way from Houston, a small town in Texas. And I just had a dream.
Yes.
And goal. Right?
Nice. Yeah.
I worked hard for that. And it's funny the things that you go through in order to reach that goal.
Yeah.
You don't understand it at that time. Why was I losing so many times? I would pray. I'm like, gosh, why can't I win this pageant? What do I need to do?
Yeah.
What do I need to strive for? I'm not perfect, and I'm not going to be perfect. But one thing I strive for is excellence in my life. Everything that I do, and everyone that I encounter, I try to make sure they feel my warmth and my passion for what I do. And what I do is hopefully instilling confidence in young women.
Very nice. Well, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for taking time out to talk to me. I am humbled, honored. I love your energy. It's so nice to make your acquaintance. I hope the fans will love it. I think they will enjoy, hearing from you. And I think that's so amazing that you're being open and transparent and just letting us get to know you as a person. So I appreciate it. So I'm going to close out the show. And if you can stay on just for a minute or two after I close out, and we'll talk and finish it up.
Yeah.
All right. So excellent. To the viewers, thanks so much for watching the show. I hope you enjoyed the show. A special thanks to Michael Hanna for making this interview happen. If you would like to reach out to me, my email is jasontimothy.robinson@gmail.com. Once again, click subscribe, click the notifications bell, and I hope you enjoy the show. Bye.